Good. Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek News. I'm here with Mathieu Bonnet with Yellow, looking at Ghooost. I think you have to always say it like that when you pronounce it right. Richard Garfield card game, which is going to be out in February, I believe.
Yes, of course.
So, what are we doing here? Obviously, we have Ghost.
Yes. The goal of the game is to get rid of all your ghosts, the one you have in your hand and the one that are hunting your mansion. Your mansion is this one, a small personal draw pile that you will be able to access and to empty in the second phase of the game. There's two phases in the game. The first one lasts until the common draw pile is empty. Okay. So the game plays really easily. What you have to do is, when it's your turn, play a card that is equal or higher than the one played before. Okay. So you can either do that, or you can also choose to take the cards from the center of the table and add them to your hand. Okay. You will do that if well, you can't play anything, or if you're interested by the card because you think they can combine well with your hands to discard more easily your card later in the game. The other thing you can do, if you can't play but you don't want to take the cards in the center of the table, you can just try your luck with the first card of the common draw pile. Okay. If the card is equal or higher, it's okay for you. If not, you have to take all the cards in hand. Okay? So, during the first phase, at the end of your turn, you will refresh your hand by drawing cards to have four cards in hand. Okay? If you have more than 4 cards in hand, you just don't draw any cards. Now, when you play a card, you can either play one card, a single card, or you can play several cards of the same type to play again immediately. So if I play 2 10s upon a 5, I can play my 14 right now. Okay.
And the 2 10s are not 20, they just count as double 10.
Yeah, it's just 10s. You just look at the value of it. If you play 2 or 3 of a kind, you can play immediately again, and if you have 4 of a kind, you can play this combination anytime, and it's wipe out all the cards from the game. Okay, and you can take another turn immediately. You can use the box as a playing mat here, so you're gonna have the draw pile here.
Play into the graveyard.
What we call the graveyard here, and when you wipe the cards, you can put them here. Okay, and you have a small info here, reminders here. Now,
so we're going to go through the common pile here. We still have to get to our mansion at some point. So
when the common pile is empty, what you want to do to empty your mansion is to start your turn with no cards in hand. If you have no card in your hand at the beginning of your turn, you just flip the first one and put it on the pile, and well, if it's okay, you will be able to flip another one at the next turn. If not, you'll have to discard all the cards you took back in your hand first. Of course, in the game, you have special cards.
Yes, we noticed there's the yellow, the red here.
All the special cards are the colored one. First, you have the red ones, which are the 3s and the 12s. In the game, you have 4 cards for each number, okay? And all the cards with a number are the same. So the 3s and the 12s, the red cards, allow you to force the other player to take the pile in the center of the table, because you can only play red cards on the red card. Okay, so on a 3, I can play a 3 or a 12. On a 12, I can only play a 12. Okay? But obviously, if you can play and you take them, you'll have them in your hand for the later turns. The yellow cards you can always play, okay? Even on red cards. They are the 1, you can always play a 1. Okay, and the kitty that you play besides the pile, and that make the next player skip his turn. Okay, and then there's 3 blue special cards. The 8 is pretty obvious, just change the direction of the game. The 11, when you play an 11, it has the same results than playing a 4 of a kind. You just remove all the cards and you play again from scratch. Okay. And then the last special card is the miscopy. This card allows you to copy another card that you play it with. You can never play that alone, but if you play it with a 5, it's a pair 5, and then you can play immediately after. So if you play that with 3 of a kind, it becomes a 4 of a kind, and you can play it whenever you want.
Okay.
Okay. That's it. There's a small rule for playing several rounds of the game. So basically, the last player with cards will take a boo token. Okay. And basically, he lost the game. And as soon as someone has 2 boo tokens, the game ends. Okay.
Then with that player losing, and everyone else.
It depends on the points you get, because in each round you'll get points for discarding your cards. Every player who discard all the cards get 1 point, and then the first player who does it gets 1 extra point, and the last player who managed to discard all his cards get 2 points. So it's more rewarding to be the last one, but it's more risky because you can also get a boot token. Okay.
Excellent, and I approve as well that number 9 is Walter. That's for my W here. And it's a good likeness too. I am often carrying around a toilet brush at night. All right, thanks very much.